When we think about supercars, the first things that come to mind are blistering speed, futuristic design, and, unfortunately, a price tag that could buy a small house. So when news broke that BYD, one of China's largest EV manufacturers, was stepping into the supercar segment with the Denza Z, jaws dropped. Not just because of the bold move into performance territory, but because of the shocking price, just $41,000. That's right, $41K for a car that claims to compete with brands like Tesla and Porsche. It sounds like science fiction, especially in an era where electric performance vehicles often cross the six-figure mark. But BYD isn't just throwing numbers around. They're backing it up with specs, style, and confidence. So, is the Denza Z really the disruptor we've been waiting for? Can it stand tall next to Tesla's innovation and Porsche's pedigree? Or is it just another overhyped budget EV with a fancy badge? Let's dive deep and find out. Can a $41K supercar really compete? There's always been skepticism around so-called affordable supercars. The idea that you can get top-tier performance at a fraction of the usual price tends to make enthusiasts and critics alike raise their eyebrows. After all, how can something this inexpensive offer the same thrills as cars with decades of engineering refinement? Tesla, for instance, has earned its place in the EV Hall of Fame. From the blazing fast Model S Plaid to the smart, intuitive Model 3 performance, the brand sets a high bar in both tech and speed. Then there's Porsche, whose legacy of performance and luxury spans generations. The Taycan, Porsche's first fully electric car, proves that electrification doesn't mean sacrificing sportiness or class. Against this backdrop, BYD's Denza Z has a mountain to climb. But maybe that's the point. It's not trying to just join the elite club. It's aiming to rewrite the rules of membership. A closer look, what's under the hood and body. First, let's talk design. The Denza Z doesn't scream budget car. On the contrary, it flaunts a bold, aerodynamic silhouette with an aggressive stance and sculpted body lines that immediately evoke comparisons with premium brands. Think Porsche Taycan meets Lucid Air, with a splash of Chinese innovation. Move past the surface, and things get even more interesting. Power and performance. The Denza Z is fully electric, of course. Its dual-motor setup delivers impressive horsepower, well over 500 horses in its top trim, and torque that pins you to the seat. Thanks to its high-performance battery system, it can reportedly accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds, putting it within striking distance of serious supercars. And it's not just fast in short bursts. It's built to maintain that performance with stability at high speeds, thanks to a low center of gravity, adaptive suspension, and performance-tuned chassis. Range and charging performance. EVs often sacrifice range for power, but the Denza Z manages to balance both surprisingly well. Depending on the configuration, you're looking at a range of around 350 to 400 miles, Tesla Model S territory, but for a fraction of the price. Charging times are equally competitive. Using fast charging stations, the Denza Z can go from 10 to 80% in under 30 minutes, keeping pace with most of today's high-end electric vehicles. Luxury meets technology. Inside the Denza Z, BYD has spared no expense in creating a cabin that rivals the best in the business. The massive digital cockpit takes center stage, a futuristic display that spans across the dashboard, integrating navigation, climate, and multimedia in a sleek, unified interface. The interior materials are premium, with soft-touch surfaces, stitched leather seating, ambient lighting, and a minimalist layout that feels both modern and luxurious. Notable features include a head-up display HUD projecting key driving data on the windshield, advanced driver assistance systems with semi-autonomous capabilities, a surround view camera and parking assist suite, over-the-air OTA software updates to improve performance and add features, customizable driving modes, comfort, sport, eco, track. It's clear BYD is not cutting corners. They've gone all in on tech, mimicking and sometimes exceeding the features you'd find in Teslas or Porsches. The driving experience. Does it feel like a supercar? Specs on paper are one thing. What really matters is how the car feels on the road. Reviewers who've test-driven early models say the Denza Z delivers a genuinely thrilling ride. The instant torque offers that roller coaster punch acceleration EVs are famous for, while the tight steering and agile handling make it a joy to throw into corners. Unlike some cheaper performance EVs, it doesn't feel like it's straining to keep up. Instead, it feels purpose-built, refined, responsive, and rewarding. The sound insulation is excellent, the suspension absorbs bumps without becoming mushy, and the car remains composed even during spirited driving. In short, the Denza Z doesn't just look like a supercar, it behaves like one too. Why the $41,000 price tag is a big deal? Let's pause and reflect. The average price of a new vehicle in the US hovers around $47,000. That makes the Denza Z cheaper than the average family SUV, yet it offers performance on par with six-figure luxury cars. This is where things get interesting. BYD isn't just selling a car, they're challenging the economics of performance driving. They're asking, why should thrill, tech, and style be reserved for the wealthy? Here's what $41 kits gets you in the Denza Z. Supercar-level acceleration, 400-mile EV range, high-end materials and design, advanced infotainment and driver tech. A unique, eye-catching EV that's not another cookie-cutter crossover. That's unprecedented, and it's bound to shake up the EV market. How BYD plans to take on Tesla and Porsche. Tesla has built an empire on innovation and first-mover advantage. Porsche brings pedigree and precision. So how does BYD carve out its space? The answer lies in three things: value, accessibility, and surprise. Value. The Denza Z offers far more than its price suggests. Every inch of the car feels intentional and thoughtfully crafted. Accessibility. A $41 price point means younger buyers, first-time EV owners, and budget-conscious thrill seekers now have access to something previously out of reach. Surprise factor. It's a curveball. No one expected a car at this price to challenge the upper echelon of performance EVs. That alone creates buzz and momentum. Plus, BYD has serious manufacturing capabilities. As one of the top EV producers globally, they can scale quickly and keep prices down without compromising quality. The future of affordable supercars begins now. The BYD Denza Z is more than just a new car, it represents a shift in mindset. It asks, what if performance, luxury, and tech didn't have to cost six figures? What if innovation was truly for everyone? This car may not dethrone Porsche or Tesla tomorrow, but it definitely forces them to look over their shoulders. It's a wake-up call that the EV revolution is no longer a premium-only playground. As more consumers explore electric vehicles, the Denza Z could become the first supercar they test drive and the one they actually buy. Final thoughts. Could this be the Tesla and Porsche killer? Let's not get carried away. Tesla and Porsche aren't going anywhere. They've earned their reputations with cutting-edge tech and rich motorsport heritage. But the BYD Denza Z introduces a powerful new narrative that performance doesn't have to be elitist. With its jaw-dropping price, strong specs, stylish design, and undeniable driving excitement, it's not hard to see why many are calling the Denza Z a supercar disruptor. What do you think? Could this be the start of a new generation of budget-friendly performance cars? Does the Denza Z live up to the hype, or is it just a well-dressed pretender? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you believe BYD is on track to become a global performance EV leader? Would you buy the Denza Z over a Tesla Model 3 or a base Porsche Taycan?